everybody, so today I have another film review, and today's film review is on Spider-Man The Homecoming. So this film has been highly hyped up for such a long time with its release, so I thought I would go and see it and see what all the hype was about. So if you want to see what I thought of Spider-Man, then keep on watching. So overall, I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was really special, and obviously it's the third in the remake of Spider-Man, but it's the first for Sony, and it's the first to be tied into the Marvel universe. So that's what made the film so special. Obviously there's other different Spider-Mans. I can't even keep up with the amount of Spider-Mans that there are. I know the Amazing Spider-Man was the second possibly in the remake, and then there's this one which is the third, but it is the first one to be officially tied into the Marvel universe, which means that it's going to be all sorts of fun if it carries on for Spider-Man, as all different Marvel characters are going to be involved. So let's start off with the action. The action is amazing in the film. As much as like Spider-Man is, and as much as like Peter Parker is, I enjoyed it more as Peter Parker than I did as Spider-Man, which is a bit weird. I thought Peter Parker had more sort of action scenes than Spider-Man himself, even though it's the same person. Are you on my flow? Tom Holland, who actually plays Spider-Man, was amazing. He was great. He was so believable as a 15-year-old, because Tom Holland isn't 15, but I was sat there and I actually thought like that I was in a real high school, and like there was like legit teachers, and all the teachers and all the students really made me feel like he was one of them, and I was watching it like, and I really believed it, and I actually thought that they casted a 15-year-old when obviously they didn't. So they did so well on the whole believable character thing. The villain of it this time was Michael Keaton. Now he was the villain of the film. He was probably not in it a lot. He was a really good actor. He was really well suited, but I would like to have seen him more in the film. As like I said, when he did speak, it was golden and it was amazing, but he wasn't in the film a lot of the time. And one of the main things that really got me for this film, and it really made me like sort of sit and understand and really feel like I could connect, was the school part of it. Honestly, I enjoyed the film as Peter Parker more than I enjoyed the film as Spider-Man, just because I thought Peter Parker had more of a storyline, and obviously with it being the first one, they're trying to get it to create a storyline for it to progress, and Peter Parker's storyline was amazing. So they are obviously all science nerds. I don't know what type of school it was, but they all studied maths or science or some really sort of clever sort of lesson, there we go. But they were all shown to be intelligent, but they all had different personalities. So, you know, you had them from the popularity to the jocks to the nerds, but they were all really clever, and that was really nice to see that they weren't all sort of like the nerds were in one section, the jocks, the geeks, they were all sort of together. They just had different personalities, which I really enjoyed to see and really loved it. So whenever it can, the film links to Marvel. Like every other Marvel film out there, whenever Marvel can, they seem to try and put little bits in to remind you it's a Marvel film. In this film, I thought it was an overkill. Literally in any point of the film where they could get something Marvel related in, bam, it was there. And for me, I was just like, you know, you need to calm down, because it was getting a bit of an overkill. And by the end of the film, I was like, okay, Marvel, I get it. Spider-Man's part of the Marvel universe. We understand. Move on. So obviously, the major issue that I had with this film, and this was one of the things that really put me off Spider-Man, it's one of my favourite films that I've seen so far. I loved Wonder Woman, I loved Despicable Me, but this film has honestly sort of gone over the top of that. I enjoyed this film more than any other film in the world. But the one thing that really frustrated me was they were too over the franchise. It's gone from Amazing Spider-Man with Peter Parker and Emma Stone, I can never remember her name, when Emma Stone dies and Peter Parker tries to save her, to him being back in high school again. The movie's just like completely like just whoosh, black line, done, dusted, not even going to talk about it. It would have been really nice if we were sort of already told about Peter Parker. They literally only needed to take 2 minutes to just sort of refresh our minds as to what had happened and then sort of carry on, as opposed to just cutting that film off completely and being like, nobody knows he's Spider-Man, when we've all watched 4 other Spider-Mans and know that they do. So that's what really let me down for the film, but overall the film was amazing. I think that's only really the most negative thing I could think about the film. The characters were built up amazingly, the action was so good, sound, music, everything was so perfectly placed. I was in love with this film, and honestly, I'm that much in love with it that when it comes out on DVD, I'm going to be buying it, and I don't buy DVDs, so I cannot wait, like, at all. I am so excited. And that's it for my Spider-Man review this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget that we have a giveaway running on our channel. I'm going to link the video in the description below. All you have to do is like, comment down below a funny story and who your hero is, and subscribe. It's free. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought of Spider-Man, and we'll see you next time.
All Stars Heroes of TV. All Stars Heroes of TV. All Stars Heroes of TV.